Welcome to the Artist Academy podcast, a place where we focus on the business side of art to help you attract more customers, to increase sales, and ultimately live a life of creative freedom. I'm your host, Andrea Earhart, and today we're going to be talking about the 5 ways to increase your holiday art sales. And truthfully, this is just going to be a very short version and also a reminder to everybody in the Artist Academy Advanced of a lot of things that we're doing inside of the Advanced group. It'll be basically the short version with not a whole lot of details, not a whole lot of examples, but I just want to give you ideas. And with these ideas, you can run with them and make them your own. And I just want to maybe inform you on maybe something new that you haven't heard of ways to make money around the holidays, or just a reminder of things that I'm doing that are working. And okay, so let's get into it. So first and foremost, the number one way to make extra money as an artist around the holidays is, drumroll please, I'm like drumming on my lap, it is through holiday window art. This should be no surprise to you if you follow me on social media, or especially if you're in the Artist Academy, because I have been saying holiday window art, holiday window art, holiday window art for the past couple weeks, if not a couple months, inside our 4th quarter success plan. So for everybody outside of it, holiday window art, what is that? It's basically just a business or a individual will hire an artist, aka like a muralist or anybody really. I think holiday window art is such a great way to just step your foot into the art world. And this is timely, obviously. So the month of November and early December are when people are going to be wanting this, which is why we're talking about it right now and why we've been talking about it for months to prep in the advanced group. And yeah, I think anybody can do this. So basically, somebody hires an artist and to paint on their windows. And the great thing about holiday window art, it is not permanent. And typically, people kind of let me do whatever I want with the windows. Now, not always, but I'd say 90% of the time, I am just like, hey, would you like a winter wonderland scene? And they'll say, sure. And then I'll ask, do you want anything specific with that? Do you want it to say anything like happy holidays? Or do you want to stick with just a complete winter wonderland scene so you can keep it up past Christmas? And we just talk a little bit about it. But in general, people just tell me, do whatever you want with it, be creative. And I love this because I spend my whole summer doing murals for people and doing mock-ups and make sure it's perfect and just really just catering to their needs, because a lot of business have certain branding standards and certain fonts and colors and all of that. And so a lot of the time I'm catering to them. And I love this holiday art season because I get a little creative freedom and I kind of get to do a little bit of whatever I want. And I have this little tree that's like my go-to tree. It's like every artist has like a go-to leaf shape that's your favorite. I have this go-to tree shape that's my favorite, and I can create a tree in like 60 seconds. And so I make these trees everywhere on the windows, and it just goes by so fast. I've gotten to so fast that I can do 3 holiday window art paintings in one day, which it can turn out to be very profitable at the end of the day. But when I started out, it would take me 1 to 2 days to do one because I didn't know all the little bits and tricks of doing it quickly and just sticking to white and not doing color. But okay, what can you charge for this holiday window art? It's really dependent on where you live. And I get asked for pricing advice all the time, and it's really dependent on where you live. So just to give you a baseline, I live in one of the most affordable places to live in the United States. Like, the cost of living is very low. Things are just cheaper here than on the coast. And so what I usually charge is anywhere between $200 to $400 per set of windows. So per storefront, really. And I find that that's a really, really easy yes for most businesses. I have a couple places that I've charged $500, $700, but generally maybe right at $300 is right at the rate that it is. And I can do 3 of those in one day now. And just to mind you, I've been doing this for several years. So don't put that on yourself to be like, oh, Andrea does 3 in one day, I'm going to try to do 3 in one day. Or if I can't do 3 in one day, I'm not worthy. And like, which I know is funny to say, but I've talked to students and I've talked to other people who think that. So that's why I'm saying that. Go at your own pace. But holiday window art is a very timely piece of advice that I want to give you right now, because as soon as you get holiday window art customer, they will likely ask you to come back again and again and again every year. And some might even ask you to come back for Valentine's Day and spring windows and then fall windows. And you can just keep coming back all year, which is very rare. So being a muralist, or really a lot of customers, unless you can become a collector, it's very rare to do multiple things, especially for murals. So I think this is just such a little niche thing with holiday window art that I love, and I always recommend it to everybody. If you go into the Artist Academy Facebook group, it's just facebook.com/ or like meta.com. Have they changed their name yet? I don't know. Facebook.com/groups/Artist Academy, and you just go to the featured video right there. We are actually having a holiday window art challenge. Yep, I love this idea so much that I created a whole challenge around it to raise awareness and to incentivize everybody. And you'll see everything about that. And you'll also get a free flyer download. If you go in the Facebook group, go under the featured photo. It's basically the first photo that you see when you enter the Facebook group. You can download the flyer, make it your own, and go pass around flyers. Really, passing around flyers and posting on social media, those are the 2 sure ways that you're going to start to get holiday window art. And the first year I did 1. The second year I did maybe 3 holiday windows. And then the third year I did 10. It compounds very quickly. And now this year I was completely booked out before I even posted it. I just contacted my customers from last year. They said, yep, we want you again. And I didn't have to promote at all. So now I'm just giving away the many holiday window art jobs that I am getting because I'm posting about it. And people are saying, hey, can you come do my windows? I say no, but I can refer you to an Artist Academy student here locally because I've likely either trained them or, they've watched some videos in the academy. So I trust them to know that they know what they're doing. And so I just pass it along to them because the more you give, the more you get. Also, what supplies do I use for holiday window art? It is interior latex paint. The type of brand doesn't really matter a whole lot. It just needs to be a decent brand. There's a lot that goes into this, but if there's an overhang and rain won't get on it, then you can use just about any kind of paint, any kind of interior latex especially. But if there's no overhang and rain can get on it and you're in an area where it might rain quite a bit, then maybe even using outdoor paint might be the thing. I don't know. But latex paint, I just go buy a big gallon of paint and lug it around with me, and I just use that one thing of white as I go. I charge a lot more for color, and I really try to convince people, hey, I just want to paint white. This is what it looks like. It looks very clean, and let's just keep it simple. And if they want color, then I'll usually just send them to someone else because I don't want to do it. Or I'll just do little bitty bits of color or just charge them a lot. Anyway, that was a lot of talk on holiday window art because I'm so passionate about it. And shout out to the ladies in the academy who are in Alaska, like Taryn and Rayanne and all of you guys. You guys, if we think we have it bad in Missouri, they're painting holiday windows at 0 degrees, and I'm complaining about it being under 40. So yeah, everybody's level is different. Okay, anyway, another way is you could do holiday specific marketing. So another way to increase your sales during the holidays is holiday specific marketing. What I mean by that, gift cards. You could do little tiny ornaments. You could do 12 days of Christmas, fun thing countdown, really just about anything you want to do that's holiday centered, whatever holiday you celebrate. If you celebrate Hanukkah and you want to do, I don't know anything about Hanukkah actually, but if you want to do something along the lines of that, go for it. People love to feed into this time of year, and just giving them something that could be a really fun stocking stuffer and really something really small and wording it like that, saying, I have these holiday ornaments, we can customize, or doing a bundle deal of holiday cards. You can create a bunch of holiday cards, get them printed out and send them out one by one, create a bundle deal of it, lots of different things. And idea number 3 is to run a sale or a discount. Big fan of this one. Every single year, I run some kind of sale or discount, either for my birthday or something. Last year, I did an art auction for all the paintings that I had lying around. Major success. Loved it. I highly recommend selling things for maybe a little bit less if you don't mind getting rid of them. I think there's a time and place to get rid of certain things. If you have a painting that you absolutely love and you put a lot of time into and you know that it's worth $1,000, don't give it away for $100, But if you have a lot hanging around like I did, and that were just fun things that we did during our 31-day challenge, or fun ones that I decided to do and trying things out to try to find my niche that are just laying around for a couple of years, I didn't mind getting rid of those for $40, $50, whatever. Make me an offer is what I said. And last year I ran an art auction and did really well with it. So, and then every year I run a birthday sale, 31% off. This year I did 32% off. Yeah, just whatever you want to do. There's the saying, the Art Marketing Podcast quoted this, but what is it? Dang it. It's like everybody except for Lamborghini or something has discounted their products. So unless you think you're on Lamborghinis, and it's not Lamborghini, it was something else. It was like Chanel, or I don't know. I'm really bad at this, but you get the idea. Everybody is running discounts. Look at Home Depot, look at Target, look at everybody. Everybody's running a sale. And unless you think you can stick your nose up to that and think we're all better than that, then, people do it because it works, And just a tip, whenever you're doing this sale and or discount, post about it annoyingly. Be that annoying person that you're just people are so tired of hearing about my sale or my discount or my art auction or my ornaments or my gift cards or my 12 days of Christmas thing. Go until you think that you just cannot stand yourself posting about it anymore. Because I guarantee if you post about it 20 times in 2 weeks, there's still going to be people who barely know what you're doing or that are busy and barely get online. And if you ask them, hey, am I being annoying with this? Or if you ask them to repeat what sale that you're running, very few people can actually say what it is, because everybody has their own lives and it's up to us through repetition and consistency to try to get their attention and video and photo and everything. So whatever you decide to do, whatever holiday specific marketing you decide to do, just post about it annoyingly. And just, this is what I have. Shout it to the world. Post it on Instagram, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Facebook, put it on your stories, make a reel about it, just all the different ways, and then over and over and over again, because that's the only way it's going to work. If you post something up one time and think, okay, everybody's seen it, nobody wanted it, I am not posting about it anymore, that was so humiliating, that's not how it is. And double points if you get on video and you explain it with your face against the camera, because that's what people connect with. Don't hide behind your photos of your stuff. Get your face to your camera and talk about it to people like you would talk about it in person, because that's where the magic happens. It's just the day and age that we're in. Video is becoming more and more the norm. And the sooner you jump on video and the sooner you start getting used to it, the better, because photos do well. I'm not saying they don't work. They do. But a photo is a photo, and a video is just next level. They can hear your voice. They can see your excitement. You can showcase the things. Last year when I did my art auction, I did a tour around my studio and said, this is all the stuff that I had. And I talked a little bit about it. And, this is why I painted this. This is the story behind this. And this is why you should buy it. Not just, hey guys, this is my sale. Okay, thanks, bye. Just show up a little bit more than that. And if there's any time throughout the year to do that, it's right now. And then you can, in January, when we're doing our 31-day challenge and then the 100-day challenge and the Series 6, you can go back to kind of hiding and just entertaining a little bit. But right now is the time to make sales. And that face-to-face selling, of just being genuine and talking about your product, that's how you can make a sale. Don't even think about it as being salesy. Think about it as you love your product. Someone else could love it too. This could be the perfect gift for someone, and you just have to show them what it is. Tip number 4 about how to increase your holiday art sales is to start an email list. Ooh, did you see that one coming? I don't know. I'm surely not the first person to tell you about this. So let me clarify. As we're going through the 4th quarter success plan in the Artist Academy, I've actually segregated the different strategies for the muralists and for the canvas commissioners or people who are both. Like, I'm both. I'm more towards murals, but in the winter I like to go and paint on canvas and sell prints and all that fun stuff. It's all about variety of the spice of life, right? So but I want to say though that if you are planning to be a muralist and you do not want to do the print thing and you do not want to do custom commissions, if you are purely a muralist, I do not think that starting an email list is 100% necessary for your business. And I have thought about this a lot. And just because I know how well an email list works when you're doing it right and when you're doing it consistently and when you put energy into it, I know that an email list works with selling things. Literally every time I send out an email blast that says, hey, I have this for sale, do you want to buy it? There is directly correlated sales that happen right after that email goes out. And sometimes it's just one and sometimes it's just two, but I know it works because I send out that email and within the next 30 minutes, I get a sale. And I'm like, that is not a coincidence. It happens every time. Having an email list works, but I don't think it's necessary if you want to be a muralist. I said it. It's because none of my customers who own a business want to be put on a newsletter that says, hey guys, look at the murals I'm doing. And if you want a discount, this is what, no. If they need something, they contact me. There's no there's something to be said for keeping in contact, which I think it's a good idea to add them on LinkedIn. That is a big one. A lot of my business customers will see me on LinkedIn doing my thing. And by the way, I'm getting more and more people that are coming up to me saying, hey, you're the artist off LinkedIn. I'm like, what? I have very few followers out there, but yes, I am that artist. Cool. And they hire me. But that's where my business customers are. And that's where I'm kind of focusing a lot of my time here lately. But I do not think that starting an email list is completely necessary if you want to be a muralist. But for the rest of us, if you would like to sell canvas commissions and prints and all that, I definitely think that starting an email list is one of the smartest things you can do. And the sooner you can do it, the better. How do you do that? So just to give you one tip on starting an email list, give away something for free in order to get their email. Nobody is going to sign up for your email list by just hey guys, sign up to see what I'm up to. No, and they want something for free. Either it's a free download. I've tried that, where you could do a free download for a holiday card. I've done that. And you send it via email, so it makes sense to send them your email. And so that worked well. But I think the number one thing is to give them a % off on your website. People can run giveaways if you want to collect emails like that. Also, one of the best ways to do that. But you need to give away something, a holiday card, a discount, you're giving away a free print or a chance to win a free print, something to entice them to then be sold to. Because we all know why we sign up for email blasts. And yeah, there's a whole thing in the academy. Actually, I might put a little bit on here about how to make email copy interesting. But yeah, I don't know. Truth be told, I just don't focus on it a whole lot just because the majority of my stuff is murals. But yeah, there's a whole section of that in the Artist Academy that's literally gives you templates to be this is how you sell. These are the words that you do say. This is the words you don't say. This is how I sell things, exact email templates. And a lot of people will come in, they just take that, change it around a little bit, send it out. Easy, right? Okay. Now, tip number 5. So bear with me here. This is not groundbreaking. I know I gave you a lot of tips there, and there's just a lot that I said already. I'm trying to keep this short and sweet, but tip number 5 is to post every single day on social media. I know a lot of people are like, what? But I'm busy. Oh, poor me. I can barely keep up with things, blah, blah, blah. But posting every single day, it does not have to be that hard. It really doesn't. At the end of the day, I take a quick photo of whatever I'm doing, or I make a little bitty video, take a second to edit it, and it's just very, very fast. I don't think about it too much, because really the ones that I think about a lot and the ones that I put a lot of work in don't do as well. So I've stopped that, and I've just been like, okay, if I just do something really quickly, or if you think of an idea for a reel really quickly, it's just do one of those like voiceover things and just post it. Just there's something to post. There's just a photo at the end of the day, a photo at the beginning of the day showing progress. Just post every day from now until Christmas, and you will see a big, big difference. It's those people who I run into and they're like, I just can't make social media work. And I was like, okay, show me your social media, and I'll look at a post, and I'll look at the next post, look at the next post. And by then, after 5 posts, it's like 5 months down the line. And I'm like, okay, are you? Let's post more often first. Let's start there. And then they come at me with, oh, well, it just doesn't work. It's not like, I don't know what to post. It's hard for me. And then I come back with, post more often, and then you'll get into the habit of it, and it'll also become a lot easier, and you'll get a lot faster with it, and it won't be as scary, and you won't care as much after your 100th post compared to your first post. You're just going to be like throwing things up because you know that people don't actually care that much about what you're doing. And to help incentivize you to post every single day from now until Christmas, we are doing a challenge, another Artist Academy challenge. So we have the window painting challenge, and then this one is the social media challenge. You can find both of these, a full explanation plus a little poster flyer thing, in the Artist Academy Facebook group. It is the featured photo, like I said, or the featured video, and it just explains a little bit of everything. But just in short, post once a day, doesn't matter what platform, doesn't matter what you're posting at all, but it has to be something that we can look back on. So you can't just add to your story every day. It has to be something that we can go see. So on Instagram post or Facebook post, or better yet, post one thing to all of those every single day. That's what I do. I make one post via Instagram. That's my main one. And it automatically posts to Facebook. And then my virtual assistant, I have help. So my virtual assistant will then help me post that. She'll literally just copy and paste everything and post it to LinkedIn, and then post it to Pinterest. And yeah, that's about it. And so I have help, but I know a lot of people who, if you're just starting out, like just getting into that habit, it can really help you too. But I'm doing other things. Okay? I have like a podcast to do and all the things, and I needed help. So I gave that to my virtual assistant, and she just copies and pastes whatever I do into Pinterest and LinkedIn. And you know what? 90% of my posts do all right. They're not like mind-blowing, every single one of them. It's just my daily stuff. And I blame that on doing commissions for other people, really. When other people have control of my creativity, it just doesn't. I mean, sometimes it works out really well, and then sometimes it's just like, it's just a post. And sometimes when I post, I'm like, I know that this isn't going to go viral. I know this isn't going to get, over 1,000 likes, but I just post it anyway, because I just show myself working. I show myself practicing. And you never know. You never know who is watching or what business is out there that sees that post about a logo. My logo posts usually don't do as well on Instagram. They're kind of boring, sorry, but they're not these big, grandiose murals. But my logo posts just do okay. But I still post those because, ironically, businesses see those, and then other businesses talk and they say that they want that. And sometimes it's just the simplest things. Businesses nowadays, they want that modern, clean look. And sometimes it's really simple, which doesn't get the wow factor on social media, but it gets me hired. And that's what I really care about, is making money. That's why we're posting. I'm not posting to impress people. Okay, there's like a little bit, but most of the time, 99% of the time, I'm posting because it's my job, and that's what I do. And I'm a professional artist, and I'm not a hobby artist and I have goals to make a lot of money. And that's why I post to social media, because it works. And yeah, well, that's pretty much it. Those are my 5 main, no BS ways to increase your holiday art sales. Seriously, these are all the things that I am doing if I want to sell a print or my book. If I want to sell my book, I'm sending out a blast to my email list. If I want to do an art auction like I did last year, I'm doing like a holiday specific thing. I did it for my birthday. If all month long I'm doing window art, and I'm posting every single day. I'm doing all of these things and I tell them to you because I know that they work, and that's why I'm advising it. And so, yeah, I hope this gives you some like overall broad view of ideas to try. And my fear is that you hear this and you think, oh my gosh, I need to do all of this because she's doing all of this and I want to do, no, just do one, just pick one. Okay, but do post every single day and then pick something else, like start an email list or whatever, or do holiday window art and just go with that and build that up. Because as I've built my art career, I started with one thing, and at first that was murals, and I got decent at that. And then I started working on prints, and I was selling some prints, doing some commissions, and doing some murals. And once I really got the feel of okay, I can do this mural thing and I can sell some prints and all of that, then I started to start a podcast. And then after that, I started the Artist Academy. And then after that, after a couple of years of finally we're running pretty well with the Artist Academy and the podcast, and we're on, 180 something episodes of the podcast. What? What? And talk about consistency. I have had one episode come out, at least one episode, once a week for the past 2 years, 2.5, almost 3 years. I can do math. And that's consistency. But I wasn't about to try to write a book or, start the Artist Academy or anything before I started the podcast and made sure I had this consistent and keep going. But my thing is if you're still trying to just figure out murals, then just focus on holiday window art. That's it. Just do that. Don't think that you need to run a discount and do that and blah, blah, blah. Just do that. And then next year, when you're getting used to the mural thing and you're doing some window stuff, maybe let's try our hand at prints, because prints are a really great thing to sell around the holidays as well. And we'll try that next year. Just get one after the other. It's baby steps. And if you need some extra help with that, I would love to invite you inside of the Artist Academy Advanced, where we've taken a lot of these things, plus way more. Like I've mentioned, we've been in the 4th quarter success plan for the past month. And then in September, we were actually prepping for this. So I just let people in the Artist Academy know about it way sooner, because that's when I'm prepping for it. And we're getting things going, and it's just a lot more detailed. And with the weekly motivation and all the things. And if you're ever going to, join a group to help make money during the holiday season, is the time to do it. Now is the time to really get focused and make money during the holidays. And hopefully my goal for everybody is for this to spill over into January and February to keep people busy, and really doing the gift card thing and just doing the window art now and maybe postponing some of the mural jobs into January if you can. That's just push things into January. And if somebody wants something right now, charge a rush fee. And there's a whole podcast episode about charging a rush fee, way back. We've kind of covered a little bit of everything on the podcast so far in 2.5, almost 3 years. Crazy. But yeah, okay. That's all I have for you today. Go out and make some money this holiday season, and I will see you next week.